Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a bit of a later video. We have our first bunch of neutral cards to review. There are a bunch to go over, legendaries, some crazy cards, and there will be a bit more late reveal later today. We'll probably have another shorter video, so stay tuned for that. And a big thank you to everybody. We have hit 65,000 subscribers. That is ridiculous, and we are adding yet another mega bundle to our giveaway for these cards. You can win them. All you have to do is enter. To enter this giveaway is like and comment on the video I disliked. It's terrible, but you gotta like it, comment, be subscribed to the channel, and again, for every 1,000 subs until all the cards are revealed, I will add another mega bundle. We're up to 3 now. If we get another 1,000 subs, I will add another mega bundle. So hit that sub button, make me go broke. Again, no limit. We get 1 million subs. Well, I'm gonna be broke, but we'll have 1 million subs, so it'll be okay. Anyways, let's take a look at the cards because we got quite a few to go over. And well, starting off, we have, well, what can we say here? The crew. The crew, starting with Pyro Technician, a 4-mana 2/5 common. After you cast a spell, add a random fire spell to your hand. We're at the point where neutral commons can give you like infinite value because, well, fire spell is a spell, so you know it can turn into another spell, which will always be a fire spell, so you can get like fireballs in wild, like, you know, ignite. I wish we do the core set so we do more fire spells possibly, but still, I can't, but like, it's crazy that infinite value is like attached to just commons now. Like this. This is normally reserved to like typically class style, and now it's just slapped on a common. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Like, I don't know what deck runs this. Maybe mage with some cheap spells, or, you know, even priest or druid with like innervate. Who knows? But that kind of value, you never know. It is a bit expensive, and it doesn't have like direct synergy with anything I can think of. But I can't look at a card that's, you know, 4 mana infinite value and be like, it won't see any play at any point. I mean, it probably won't, because today's game is really not that value centric and you just blow up now, but I'm still gonna give it a 3 just on like merit, or just, you know, it just doesn't make sense to not give this like at least a playable mark. But in wild, where, you know, there's no value to be had, or you're playing like a Reno deck that has to have like incredible anti-combo and like insane win conditions, not really value, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5. I don't see it seeing much play there, but maybe there's something with like the ignite style of that. But then you're just getting random fire spells, and then the pool is even bigger, right? In wild, so it's not gonna be a wild card, but still, it's crazy that's attached to a common. And I'm like, or a common and a neutral, and I barely think it'll probably see play. Next, we have yet another 3-mana 3/4. I still believe there are more 3-mana 3/4s in the game of Hearthstone than 2-mana 2/3s, which is crazy considering Spider Tank was in GVG was the first ever 3-mana 3/4. Anyways, we have Worgen Roadie, no trap or anything, just got Battle Cry. Summon a 0/3 instrument case for your opponent. Break it for a random weapon. So you play a 3/4, you got to kill a 0/3, and you get a random weapon. It could be a Gore Howl, it could be a War Axe, it could be in wild a Molten Blade, a Curse Blade. You know, you got to work even extra harder just to get that weapon. I mean, it's crazy that I'm going to say this in 2023. The power level and what you need to be good in Hearthstone is so crazy that a 3-mana 3/4 with potential upside, although potential downside, your opponent could use that 0/3 against you. I'm gonna give it a 1 in Standard WoW. I just don't see this as a competitive card. I see Mark making a fun combo somehow of getting that perfect random weapon or something in a class that shouldn't have it. But at the end of the day, it's just like, is this ever going to be in a ladder deck? I just can't see it as like a competitive card. I'm going to give it a 1 in both formats. It's probably a decent arena pick, but even there, giving your opponent bodies can be really, really detrimental. Next, we have the Festival Security, a 2 or 3 mana 2/5 taunt. It has finale. So if you spent all of your mana, or sorry, not all of your mana, if you have 3 mana left and you play this, it activates its ability. So it's a 3-mana 2/5 taunt, whatever. Finale. Force all enemy minions to attack this. So you know, it's basically kind of got provoke on it, I guess. It's probably gonna die. It's just a 2/5. This is an arena card. Let's be, I just can't, like, are you ever playing this in a ladder deck? Again, I'm gonna give it a 1 in Standard and Wild. Cool little effect, but I what are you playing this in, right? You can't really give it Poisonous or Divine Shield or maybe Warrior, right? Where you double the stats so that you play, like, it's just, it's not really going to happen. I'm surprised it's just not a straight up Warrior card for its card quality, right? And then we have the legendary Pozic Audio Engineer, a 4-mana 5/4 neutral legendary. You add 2 3/3 bots to your opponent's hand. Death Rattle, summon them for yourself. Does it show what these bots are? I'm very curious if they're just 3/3 bots, but okay. So the idea, they're probably 3 mana, I would imagine. The idea is you play it and then you can mill them, I guess. You can mill them, right? You fill their hand and they overdraw it. And then when this dies, it's a lot of stats. It's a premium stat and minion that gets 2 3/3, so they really got to play it. What an awkward, trollish card. I imagine they're just 3/3s, right? And they got to be 3 mana. Let's take a quick look at the card library because we have, the technology. I just want to see if they've updated this card so we can see what these look like, and it looks like it's not updated, so I have no freaking idea. But yeah, overall, oh wait, hold up, I hit refresh and it looks like the technology is there. The bots, the audio bots, are just 3 mana 3/3 max. Okay, back to that. That's really weird. Interesting card. It's a lot of stats. It's gonna be incredibly painful for your opponent to ever play those mechs, right? Like, that's really expensive. They're crappy. And then if they don't, when this dies, they're gonna get summoned and it will free the hand space, right? I have no idea if this card sees play. I think as a mill disruption option, it's out there, just as pure stats and maybe an aggro deck. I'll give it a 3. It could be like actually just busted, super annoying and frustrated, but a really unique card. I'll give it a 3 in Wild too. I could see Shutterwalk, like you have Macaw and just fill your opponent's hand with like bots and casting this battle cry. It's a battle cry, Shutterwalk. I'll give it a 3 in both formats. Look out. That is one trollish card. And then there are some more reveals here. We'll have some more again very shortly, like 45 minutes, but I don't want the video to be too long and the next one will probably be too short, but we're doing what we're doing. And we have the Amplified Elec, a 10 mana, 6/12 taunt, beast, death rattle, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. Is that just not terrible? Is this card just not like really bad? It's only 6/12 and you're just dealing damage to like, it's like Tunnel Blaster, but one-sided, but 10 mana in a bit. It's a lot of, I mean, it's a good arena card, kind of. I'm going to give it a 1. Sorry. I'm giving it a 1 in standard. Wow, it's so expensive. Like, I guess in Hunter, you can cheat it out a little bit. Like, you harpoon gun it, but still it's 8 mana. That just seems terrible. I'm going to give this a 1. I think it's a really garbage card, but I mean, let me know in the comments below what I'm missing. We have the Frequency Oscillator, a 1 mana 2/1 mech. Battle Cry, the next mech you play costs 1 less. Well, that's just really good. If any mech deck is good, it plays this card because it's stupid, right? It's a 1 mana 2/1 that gives you a discount you can save, and it could cheat itself out for 0 mana. Like, yeah, look out for, like, I guess the freaking Mecha Shark or whatever it's called for Mage. That's still in standard. That's from Sunken City. You play that and you can do like combo stuff. Like, it's just a gross card. I'm gonna give this a 4 to 5 in standard and wild. Like, there's no like really good mech decks right now, but power level of this card is ridiculous. Like, it's just, it pays for itself and you can bank it. It's just a ridiculously good card in either format. I just don't care. And maybe Mechathune stuff shenanigans, you never know. Galvanizer, right? That discounted your whole hand by 1, but anyways, we got a new totem, neutral totem. Those are pretty rare. 2 mana stereo totem. At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. I wonder if this sees play at Even Shaman, because that's the only place I really see it. But that's a good hand buff, and if you can buff this up, you can copy. I just see like Totem Shaman and Wild with like the copy and Splitting Axe. I guess Splitting Axe, I think. Though that's not still in standard. That's just wild. Maybe it just sees plays in Even Shaman. I see this more as a wild card. Really, I'll give it a 3 in wild, 2 in standard, but it could be a potentially really powerful totem it has a shot. It just keeps on going, right? And then we have the Metro Gnome, a 3-mana 2/4 mech. After you play a 1-cost card, draw a 2-cost card, and then increase. So then you would draw a 3-cost card, a 4-cost card, a 5-cost. Like, this could just chain like infinitely. Well, not really. You're not going to play an 11-mana card unless it's wild, and then you have to have 11 mana, so you have to be playing Druid, and the only 11-mana card is you know, a Shaman card. That's gonna be tough, but maybe there's an achievement for it. I will give this a 3 out of 5 in standard and wild, because just this type of effect, just to be able to draw in tutor specific cards, can be very valuable, so look out for that. It's got the mech tribe too, so you can like discount it with that 1 drop. You have the static waveform, a 3-mana 5/6, so what's the downside? At the start of each turn, lose 1 attack or health chosen randomly. So at the start of each turn, so it's just on the board is a 3-mana 5/6, and then at the start of your next turn, you lose 1 whole attack or health. That's it. So it's a 3-mana 5/5 or a 3-mana 4/6. Does that just not seem broken? Is that like, it barely loses anything? It's like it takes 2 turns to take 2 damage. I don't know. That seems insane in Arena. That might just be viable. There's a lot of stats in it. It only loses 1 thing. Chosen randomly. You can't pick that, but still, it's a 5/6 is a 5-drop. And for 2 mana less, you're losing 1 attack or health every once in a while. This, I'm giving it a 4 and a 5 in standard and wild. Some decks could abuse this. Some aggro decks just gonna play this as a pile of stats. No? I don't know, maybe I'm overrating it, but like, that's a lot of stats and you barely lose anything. Like, that's kind of ridiculous to me. And it's an elemental. The audio amplifier, it goes to 11. You can play the Beetle now, guys. It's a 3-mana 2/3 mech, audio amplifier, 2-mana 2/3 mech, battle cry. Set your maximum mana and hand size to 11. It goes to 11. Spinal Tap would be proud, and Mana Thirst 11 works for Druid. So let's hope that's where it caps off. But yeah, your hand size, which is capped at 10, can go to 11. It's thematic, you know, with everything with Spinal Tap and Rock, and this will see play in some deck somewhere. I will give this I'll give it a 3. It's more like a niche card, I think. Like, I don't think a lot of decks really care about 11 mana or 11 cards in the hand, but there will be some. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5 in standard and wild. But yeah, I like the flavor, and we could finally rest. We all knew it was gonna go to 11, right? That's all the cards now. By the way, I'll have another review in like, I don't know, probably like 40 minutes. So stay tuned for that. Enter the giveaway if you haven't already. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.